Welcome to this afternoon here at the KPA Gymnasium Makande. Apologies, there have been power challenges at the venue, and so it took a bit of time to set up our equipment. But on your floor at the host, KPA Dockers in blue, taking on the visiting side, Wolfpack. The game has started with a lot of intensity, some missed highlights. A dunk by Alier Kuol earlier in the game, and a series of other blocks from Morel Spencer that unfortunately had not been captured due to our setting up earlier of equipment as Salim Kisilu sinks a 3-point shot to tie the game. 5 minutes still in the first quarter. Thank you once again for joining us. This is Coast Series Sports, and I'm your presenter, Philip Ogada, to take you through this game between the KPA Dockers and the visiting side, Wolfpack. A ball stolen by Buluma. Buluma to Wanje. Fast break chance. Lennox Wanje with an alley-oop, and the connection to Buluma is successful. Timeout in order. The KPA have now taken the lead. They started from down early. It's 8-6. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Coast Series Sports coming to you live from the KPA Gymnasium in Makande. There had been electrical challenges here at the venue. The power just came slightly before the game started, and so it took us a bit of time to set up our equipment. But we're live, and we thank you for being with us, from our viewers across the nation and beyond. It is our endeavor to bring you the best quality in basketball live streaming. And as such, we take pride in being prepared for the moment. The first timeout being called by the Wolfpack. And just to give you a recap of some of the name of the players on the floor for the KPA Dockers, we have Gary Wekesa, number 7. Number 5, Lennox Wanje. Number 11, Salim Kisilu. 12, Buluma Martin. And number 4, Morel Spencer. And for the Wolfpack, number 55 with the ball, we have Jock Ezekiel. As the ball remains with the Wolfpack, 35, who's the captain for the Wolfpack, Maguda Brian. Number 33, Isaac T.H. Number 54, we have Freddy Kodendo. And finally, there's a new substitution, so number 42, we'll have to go with Adri Mashina, yeah. Adri Mashina. And KPA have their own Mushina there as Alier tried to put back the dunk over Morel. As Wakesa is fouled on the opposite end of the floor. And another substitution in order for the Wolfpack. Coming in is Justin Opio, number 40. I think he's the player they used to call Justin Timberlake. And it created some confusion because Justin Timberlake is a popular pop star, and as such, when you call yourself Justin Timberlake on the basketball court, it creates a bit of confusion. Lennox Wanje hounding. Ball to Opio. Looking for the post play. Number 54. Odendo. Nice pass and Morel picks up the foul on Machina. Verticality rule there has to be observed. Morel Spencer did not go straight up. The Sarge picked a foul on Machina. Audrey is there at the charity stripe to earn his points. Misses on the fast free throw. And previously, the KPA Dockers for the ladies played the Anu Panthers, the women's team for the African Nazarene University. They are yet to get the scores, but I presume the KPA Dockers were the winners in that game. But we like to give it the right scores. And Twanje shakes his defender, misses, complains to the referee. Oh, nice pass to the interior, and the ball rims out. Again, a fight for the rebound. Yes, Odendo very persistent in tracking the ball and getting his 2 points. Wekesa checks off Opio. Wekesa, ball stolen by Opio. Fast break chance. Maguda, ball to Odendo. And Wekesa does his job brilliantly to stop the 3-on-1 fast break now. KP have the numbers. Wanje, all alone at the corner. Lennox, and a foul. The Anu Wolfpack will certainly feel the pain of losing the 2 points on that transition, which led to a 3 points from Lennox Wanje and a possible extra point from the charity stripe. Wasted opportunities have certain consequences, but Lennox misses the free throw. Opio quick to his spot. To Machina. Alier. Opio fakes, drive, puts up the floater, air ball. Odendo putting in the work. Asking for the foul. A high energy player, Frederick Odendo, for the Wolfpack. Ball movement, Wanje leaves his defender, kicks it out to the fans. Yeah, a little bit of fun involvement in the game. What are the odds that you'll get to touch the basketball when you are just a fan? An elevator screen to Wanje. Machina left open. Misses terribly on the three-point attempt. Nothing. No board. No metal. Nothing at all. The Dockers go to their horns play. Wanje setting a screen to Buluma. Morel looking for options. Buluma picked up by Opio. Buluma to Mushina with the throwdown. What a dunk by Mushina. Bramwell checking in and stamping his authority early on. The foul is called on Wekesa. Pio to Maguda. Odendo at the post. Ball tapped by Wanje, but they reclaim possession. On the 24-second shot clock has trouble there. There is a problem with the operator there. For the 24-second shot clock. And a lot of crappy basketball between these two teams. Morel, bump, takes it bump. Gets the 2 points and a foul. 17-11. The Dockers make substitutions. Tobias checks in for Lennox Wanje. And Trevor Opio also checks into the game. And Tobias has taken yet another injury to his face in yesterday's game against the Blades. Tobias forces up a shot, comes up empty. They say the pretty face of Tobias has been scratched. And Odendo converts on the two. The ladies say they like their men medium ugly, and perhaps the injury to Tobias' face will make him a little bit of medium ugly. But all the same, back to the action. Morel loses the ball, but Mushina picks it up. Mushina floats the ball up, fight for the rebound, gets it rolled back, ball tapped out. And the referees are letting the game have a lot of physical contact as the KPA Dockers take a timeout. (17-13) the scores. KPA Dockers leading in the first quarter with 54 seconds still left to play. Again, this is Scott Series Sports coming to you live from the KPA Gymnasium in Makande, where we are taking you through this game between the KPA Dockers and the Wolfpack. A game almost sabotaged by lack of electricity at the venue. But on a Sunday, the Lord works his miracles. And here we are to bring you the live stream. (54 seconds still. Left in the first quarter. They're trying to sort out some issues. Again, issues are beyond us. Tobias attempts a three-point shot, the second air ball on his attempted shot. Morel misses. The referees are letting the men battle it out. Alier goes back to Machina. Machina to Opio. Opio rises up, misses everything. Brian Maguda to collect the 3 points. Defensive breakdown by the Dockers to allow that offensive foul, and Kisilu misses a three. Audrey to Opio. Cross-court pass to Brian. Maguda drives, forces his way up. No entry. And that is the buzzer to mark it for the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-point game. KPA leading 17. The Wolfpack 15. Again, this is Score Series Sports coming to you live from the KPA Gymnasium in Makande. Apologies for starting the stream a little bit late, but such were matters beyond our control because there was lack of power at the venue. As we sort out the matters, We'd ask you to invite your friends, family to continue watching the stream and to enjoy this game between these two teams battling it out. This is the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break as the teams re-strategize. Welcome back to the second quarter. Audrey Mashina handling and losing the ball. Trevor now for the Dockers. Ball to Kisilu, to Tobias on the cross-court path. Ball kicked. And it remains with the Dockers. Tobias rejecting the screen. A loose handle. Ball stolen by Opio. Wasting no time. Opio, the reverse rejected by Spencer. But the Wolfpack maintained the possession. Udendo to Mashina to set up the play for the Wolfpack. Mashina finds Maguda. Maguda drives baseline. Cut short by Mashina. Udendo. Audrey fakes. Rises up for three. Again, a terrible miss. Now Opio all the way. Opio sidestep and finishes calmly on the Euro. Another intercepted pass by Tobias. KPA love to run the open floor. Ball to Trevor rather. Romwell finishes strong there. Now the Wolfpack need to be very careful not to allow the Dockers have these transition plays. It is a staple that you are very well accustomed to. Double screen at the top. Maguda, Audrey all alone in the corner. Ball intercepted by Morel. Trevor, another steal. The Wolfpack being careless. Tobias all the way. Tobias goes over Alier. Audrey, Odendo, locked. Opio, back to Odendo. Odendo turns and he gets the friendly roll to get the 2 points. Isilu now still hasn't gotten into the game. Mushina converts on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Another steal by Opio. Trevor going all the way. He has 3 consecutive steals. And passing is becoming an issue for the Wolfpack. It would be such a shame if they gave this game away simply because they cannot connect on their passes. And as such, the coach has seen enough. Sheldon will check in to rectify what Audrey couldn't do right. Trevor misses the first free throw. But he's good on the second one. The gap is slowly increasing. KPA have now turned their defensive switch on. And the Wolfpack are finding it difficult to even go beyond the 3-point line on their offensive trips. Ball to Morel, double team. Morel goes middle. Offensive foul is called. Morel is called for an offensive foul. A traveling violation on Maxwell Omondi for the Wolfpack. The substitution. Pass finds Kisilu. Pass to Kisilu. Rises for the 3-point shot. And he connects. The Wolfpack are still scoreless. They are stuck at the 17-point mark. They should do much better. Asakwe misses on the attempt. Buluma picked up by Opio. Ball to Kisilu, wasn't ready for it. Sheldon passes it to Omondi. They got away with the travel there. But he gets his 2 points. Kisilu jabs, drives. Cross-court pass to Buluma. Buluma forces the issue to Mushina. Misses on rebound and is fouled by Alier. The Wolfpack need to protect their center. Free throw converts. He's a very good free throw shooter, Bramwell Mushina. Wolfpack wasting no time. Maxwell converts the 2. He's made the last 2 attempts. It's a 10-point game. Tobias picked up by Opio. Very relentless on the defensive end. Opio fouls Tobias. Tobias misses both free throws. Oh, nice pass. And the gets the shooter's bounce there. Matei momentarily loses Kisilu. Kisilu keys the ball on the dribble. Trevor rises up, misses. And Matei with the rebound. The Wolfpack are now sharing the ball well. Sheldon, long 3, going glass, unfortunate. And Tobias comes up with the ball. Ball to Buluma. Buluma thinks about it. Buluma, Shina! And he gets the ball to drop. I think he was fouled. The referees just swallowing the whistle. It was almost certain that Mushina was going for a dunk. He took the contact but finishes all the same. Opio, cross-court part. Maxwell drives middle, rises up for the jump shot. Maxwell misses this time around. He's making good use of his verticality. Maxwell. Omondi. And Wanja checks in for Tobias. Sheldon attempts a 3, misses. Missed the last 2 3-point attempts. Wanje. Oh, and the foul between Mushina and Sheldon. Sheldon does not allow Mushina to get position at the post, and they assist to the double foul between the two players. 33-23, a 10-point game. This is Core Series Sports coming to you live from the KPA Gymnasium in Makande. The KPA Dockers taking on the Anu Wolfpack. The second encounter for the season. Wanje fakes 2 defenders. Lennox to Kisilu. Kisilu. Trevor takes his time. Kisilu rises up for 3. Misses terribly. And Brahman Mushina making a home in the paint. Collecting the offensive rebounds for the Dockers. And on the far left, you can see the super fan. Very keen with the shot clock, with the scoreboard rather. And then Mushina sinks another free throw. Good shooting form. Goes 2 for 2. As Kujil checks in for Opio. KPA playing the 3-2 defense. The center left open, missed the attempt. Rebound, Maxwell fouled by Trevor. That's the weakness of the 3-2 defense. The center is left open. The Wolfpack should look to capitalize on that open space around the free throw line. Mondi misses the free throw. It is good on the second one. Wanje quick to start the possession for the Dockers. Wambua in play for the Dockers. Brahman Mushina to Trevor. Trevor beyond the arc and it goes glass. Gets the 3-point shot. Kujil with the pick. Kujil drives base. Pass to the interior. Forces the shot. Terrible miss. Ball back to Kujil. Kujil picked up on Mushina. Oh, nice check. But could not finish. Wambua with the chase. And the ball goes to the Dockers. Akwe, and the rather terrible miss on the pass from Kujil. The Dockers are using the off-ball screens to get themselves up, and Wambua loses his defender, floats the shot up and gets his own rebound. Wambua, oh! Matei jumped over Wambua on that fake. The Dockers have had so many trips to the charity stripe. And it's interesting that it's the guards that are missing the free throws while the bigs are converting. The substitution for the Dockers, Megan Yamo, has checked in. The timeout is called by the Wolfpack. 39-24 with 2 minutes left to play in the second quarter. KPA in blue and Wolfpack in, should I say, yellow or gold. Long consultations by the officials, trying to get the calls right in this encounter between these two teams. Again, Kujil picked up by Opio. Open 3-point shot by Omondi. Misses. Ball rims out. Mate tries to keep it in play, but the Dockers come with it. Kambua, Wanje, all alone at the 3-point corner. Misses. Rebound brought down by Kujil. Now another chance for the Wolfpack. They have the numbers. Mate rejected by Yamo, but the ball remains to Omondi. They keep it in play. 15 seconds still on the shot clock. Sheldon thinks about the three. And a terrible pass by the point guard for the Wolfpack. Now KPA looking to punish them. Wambua fakes, drives, ball to Yamo. Attempts a three. Yamo misses the 3-point shot. The bench for the Dockers was ready to erupt. That is not something that he does so commonly. For the KPA big to take a 3-point shot. And Kujil sidestep. Kujil sinks the 3-point shot. What a display of shooting skill by Kujil Bovier. Mushina finds Opio, tries to answer back. Cannot connect, and Akwe comes down with the board. The Wolfpack getting ready to check in Odendo. Akwe to Maxwell. Maxwell rises, miss Kujil, and is fouled by Trevor. Very active. And it's such activity that will keep the Dockers still in play. Wanje complaining to the referees. A lot of physicality in this game is let loose. And some friendly banter between the two opponents. Kujil with a chance to get his 2 points. Missed on the first one. Kujil with another chance. Misses on the second one. A fight for the rebound, and oh, what a fight by Maxwell Omondi. Flex, Mr. Omondi, flex. You've earned the right. And it seems like the Wolfpack just can't get closer to less than 10 points. Still a 10-point gap between the Dockers and the Wolfpack, with about 45 seconds left to play in the second quarter. The Wolfpack have already exceeded the foul limit for the quarter. KPA with just one more foul to exceed the limit. This is Costly Sports coming to you live from the KPA Gymnasium in Makande. .45 left to the half. The Wolfpack seem to have found something with this new group. Frederick Odendo checks in. Yamo sets a screen. Oh, and almost stolen by Sheldon. Yes, they get the possession. Sheldon tapped the ball to the backside of Wanje. The Wolfpack. Odendo trying to get post position. Ball back to Sheldon, attempts a long three-point shot. Again, Sheldon just cannot connect on his three-point shots. Matei loses the ball. Maxwell trying to force a foul call there. But he's lucky, they still have the possession. Oh, Sheldon, but he loses the handle. A turnover as such for the Wolfpack. 22nd, one possession game for the Dockers. Will they hold on to the last shot? 29-39 is the score. Wambua to Wanje. Wanje drives. Wanje looks for Megan. Megan connects the pass to Mushina. Mushina to Trevor. Wambua all alone, rises for three, gets the shooter's bounce. Wambua. And that marks the last action for the half. KPA Dockers extending their lead 42-29, and Wolfpack still find themselves trailing despite putting more energy in the second half quarter rather. Now it's time. Welcome back to the second half of the game between the Anu Wolfpack and the KPA Dockers. And below on your screen are the names of the players for the respective teams. For the Anu Wolfpack, we have Brian Maguda, who's the captain of the team, 35. 54, Freddy Codendo. Number 34, Maxwell Omondi. 33, Isaac TH. 52, Krujil Bovier. 42, Audrey Machina. 55, Joke Ezekiel. 44, James Akwe. 30, Sheldon Ouma. 31, Alier Kwor. 40, Justin Opio. And finally, number 32, Yen Mathieu. The coach is Mike. And for the KPA Dockers, number 5, Lennox Wanje. 7, Gary Rekesa. 11, Salim Kisilu. 13, Trevor Opio. 12, Martin Buluma. 14, Bramwell Mushina. 8, Simon Wambua. We have number 10, Tobias Odiambo. 6, Eric Odondo. 17, Megan Yamo. Number 4, Morel Spencer. And finally, number 9, Washington Ayecho. As Omondi opens up the scores for this second half. Buluma finds Okesa at the corner. Kisilu at the post. Kisilu back to Okesa. Rises up for 3. Gary. The turnover by Sheldon. Kesa. Almost losing the ball. KPA with good ball movement across the perimeter. Buluma finds Morel. Morel fakes. Pull up for the jump shot. Easy too. Kujil. Good pass to Odendo. Misses. They get the possession. Omondi with a 3-point shot. And the Wolfpack defense has increased in energy. Wanje to Ekesa. Oh, nice fake. They're buying all the fakes from Ekesa and fails to convert. But they get the rebound back. Wanje misses the layup. Now Wolfpack on the run. Alier kills the ball, thinks about it, rises up for the 2. Does not get the friendly roll, but Omondi gets the ball back. Alier rises up, misses once again, but is fouled. Still double-digit lead for the Dockers. Alier cuts into the deficit. Those of you joining us, this is Scott Series Sports coming to you live from the KPA Gymnasium in Makande. We've had power challenges at the venues. Buluma goes all the way, gets the 2. We've had power challenges at this venue, so trying our best to acclimatize ourselves to the situation. Nice pick and roll. Alier kicks it to Kujil. Kujil fakes back to Alier. Alier turns. Ball to Sheldon on the opposite side. 7 seconds left on the clock. Omondi picked up by Kisilu. Back to Alier. Alier finds finds Odendo, but 3 seconds violation is called. And Lennox calling the play, leading to a turnover. His teammates can't hear him. Now the Wolfpack get ready for substitution. Sheldon checks out. Maguda checks in, the captain for the Wolfpack side. We're still yet to see effective post-play action from the Wolfpack. But Omondi goes for the 3. Alier is yet to assert his presence at the post position. Wanje fakes, tries to connect a pass to Kisilu. They have the numbers, the Wolfpack. Ball to Omondi. Omondi puts up a rather terrible attempt there, but he gets the ball back, presses up. Back to back, 3-point shots by Omondi. And now it's a single-digit game. Eight points separating the two teams, and an offensive foul called on Buluma. Very displeased by the referee's decision, and the timeout is called. The Wolfpack inching closer to the Dockers. A spirited fight by the visiting team to keep their hopes alive. Omondi attempts the first 3-point shot and goes in. Back-to-back 3-point shots by Omondi to inch closer to the home side. And KPA saw the need for timeout. Increased defensive activity by the Wolfpack, inching closer to the opponents. Always such a joy to see the university sides playing with energy, because it is the energy that will compensate for the limited experience that university teams usually have. Morel at the paint, Kujil, the paint protector. Kisilu rises up for the 3-point shot, and he answers back to Omondi's heroics earlier on before the timeout was called. It's back to a double-digit game. Maguda to Kujil. Kujil draws, ball stolen, but they keep it, the Wolfpack, and again the ball a bit scrappy. And they'll run the baseline inbounds play. We have some challenges at the game clock, trying to rectify perhaps Kujil will go out for Opio. Alier, finds Opio deep into the paint, but he misses the layup. And Wekesa breaks loose. Morel goes up and is rejected by Alier to deny him the dunk. So much words by the Wolfpack. Wanja finds Wekesa open. Wekesa to Kisilu. The Wolfpack on the traveling violation by Salim Kisilu. Having no options to pass the ball. Omondi rather left open, rises again, tries to make good of the 3-point shot attempt. And now KPA have numbers. Kisilu finds Buluma, and then away from the ball foul. Spencer called for the push on the back. And I'm not going to say what just came out from his mouth. For those of you that are good at lip syncing, you can fill in the gaps. Cross-court pass to Opio. Maguda drives, finds, could not connect on the pass. Odendo turns around. Odendo with the energy play for the Wolfpack. It's back to single digits. As Tobias checks in, and the coach is ready to check in. More substitution for the Dockers. Kisilu rises for 3, misses, rebound Maguda. Numbers for the Wolfpack. Odendo finds Omondi to Maguda. Maguda thinks about the shot, not his speciality. Opio drives, finds Omondi, reverse, misses terribly, but is fouled. Four minutes left to play in the third. Wolfpack trying to inch closer to the game. For those that might be joining us, this is Coast Series Sports coming to you live from the KPA Gymnasium in Makande. You've had a bit of power challenges at the venue, but it is our endeavor to bring you the best quality in live stream production. Misses both free throws, but to get the rebound. Rises up for the shot, misses. Timberlake misses. The fight for the rebound. An offensive foul is called. And Mushina not pleased with the defensive efforts by his teammates. A lot of missed defensive assignments by the Dockers. The Wolfpack getting some more energy in this game. Tobias to Wambua. A lot of ball movement along the perimeter. Wambua settles for a 3-point shot. Not the best shot quality that they could come up with. Maguda. And an offensive foul is called on Omondi. KPA are still having some trouble getting the ball in the paint as Wambua throws the ball away. Turnover by the Dockers. The defensive intensity is getting way too much for the Dockers. Alier almost losing the ball, but Dendo converts on the 2. Now it's down to 7 points. The Wolfpack slowly but steadily getting themselves into the game. Mushina calling for the ball. Kisilu has other ideas. Kisilu traveling violation. Turnover by the Dockers. Every branch seems to be slippery for the Dockers. The coaching staff searching for suitable replacements. Odendo trying, moves there, almost losing the ball. Maguda picked up by 3 defenders. Ball to Alier, 3 seconds violation. Building a house in the paint. And Maguda has a case to argue with the referee. Oh, great defensive pressure. Trevor almost losing the ball. Fight for the ball, but they get it back. Mushina takes matters into his hands, but is fouled. Mushina misses on the second free throw. 2 minutes left to play in the third. Foul is called on Bramwell. Blocking foul. Bua picked up. Great defense by the Wolfpack. Pressure is mounting for the Dockers to pass with the reverse. Missed it. Rebound Odendo. They have the numbers now, the Wolfpack. Omondi drives middle. Omondi goes all the way. Takes the punch. Omondi goes straight into the chest of Megan Nyamo. It's a 6-point game with a minute and some seconds left to play in the third. Trevor finds Mushina. Tobias at the corner. Fouled by Opio. They're still within the foul limits. 3 fouls for the Wolfpack. Substitutions in order. And Isaac Tiech checks in for Opio. Mabua sneaks beneath the defender. A fight for the rebound, and Mushina is called for another foul. The Dockers just piling up the fouls. And now they head to the free throw line. Free chance to convert on the 2 points. What a finish there by Maxwell Omondi. But Odendo does not capitalize on the fouls. Miss free throw. They come up empty on that trip to the free throw line. Opio hounded by the Wolfpacks. Tobias. Opio forces his way in but misses. Trevor rises, misses again. Fight for the rebound. Wambua comes down with it. Tobias, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Tobias forcing his way. Tobias going up and under. Another miss. On the first break chance, Omondi, Wambua too small. Oh, finish by Omondi. The energy has come up in this gymnasium. And the referee says the basket does not count. Take a look at that finish and judge for yourself. That surely must be a continuation play. The dribble was before the foul. He picked up the ball, got fouled, and finished through the contact. There surely is no possible way to deny the young man from the Wolfpack his 2 points. But unfortunately, for the university side, the referee's decision seems to be final. The points will not count. But Omondi comes out of it with 1 free throw. And Wolfpack now within sights. It's a 1-possession game, 3 points separating the two teams. Tobias to Wambua. Wambua hounded. Wambua drives middle. Wambua kicks it out to Yamo. Attempts a 3-point shot. Megan misses everything, but Tobias gets the rebound. Opio back to Wambua on the 3. Wambua fakes, takes a shot again. Another miss. Yamo, another rebound. Tobias, another miss by the Dockers. Ball to Mushina. Called on Mushina. What a turn of events here. We'll let you feel the energy in this gymnasium. The Wolfpack can sense it. They are edging closer. And the KPA superfan highly irritated by the turn of events. Meanwhile, the ladies from the Wolfpack gyrating, celebrating. They can sense the game within sight. And someone surely should contain the KPA superfan. Stolen ball by Tobias. Tobias losing his defenders. Tobias, ball to Kisilu. Fake Kisilu to Tobias. Tobias all alone, misses. And Odendo comes down with the ball. And KPA seem to have lost their footing in this game. What a shift of events. With 8 seconds left on the shot clock. 5 seconds. Omondi forces up a desperation shot, or a terrible decision by Omondi trying to play hero ball. But all the same, the valiant effort from the Wolfpack has brought them within 3 points. And now it's an open game between these two teams. Anyone can go home with this win this afternoon. Welcome to Court Series Sports, where action like this takes place. Wow, the energy has just gone a notch higher. KPA had a very big lead to begin the third quarter. And slowly but surely, through efforts by Maxwell Omondi and the rest of the Wolfpack, have brought them closer to the Dockers. Welcome back to the fourth quarter. A lot of action, high energy in this gymnasium. And now it's time for the coaches to dig deeper into their bags. The Wolfpack are making the KPA technical bench to think even harder. You can see the increased energy by the coach from the Wolfpack side. Tobias picked up by Maguda. Increased defensive pressure. Tobias trying to force his way. A series of moves. Tobias kicks it out to Buluma. Buluma drives, finds Kisilu. And the foul is called on Matei. The foul is on TH Isaac, rather. KPA just can't seem to find their way into the interior. Pass to Opio. Opio to Megan Nyamo, loses the handle. Ball to Tobias. Ball movement along the perimeter. And a shot clock violation. Great defense by the Wolfpack to deny the Dockers a chance. Isaac, and the turnover quite unforced. Sorry, the ball is tapped, and the Wolfpack remain with the possession. They survived there, but that was not a great pass by Isaac. Odendo finding post position. Odendo over Buluma, misses, fight for the rebound. Buluma saves the ball straight to the hands of... Oh, what a reverse by Tobias! His specialty. Omondi rises up for three, contact on the short release. And Dockers returning the favor. Yamo loses the ball. And Maguda stops Yamo from attempting that shot. What a reverse there by Tobias Odhiambo. And he shakes his head, telling the defender, you've got no chance of getting that ball. Tobias to Trevor, misses the shot. The Wolfpack running. 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter rather. A fight for the rebound. And KPA have also increased their energy. Buluma going straight. Misses. Ball to Aliera. A rather reckless pass. But the basketball gods maintain the possession to the Wolfpack, and the Wolfpack are now losing their focus. Oh, nice posted position by Odendo to make it a 3-point game. The Wolfpack are a bit careless on their passes. They still have a good chance to catch up with the Dockers, but they need to tighten on their passes. Yamo finding post position. Trevor loses his man, tries to drop the pass, and a turnover. Odendo goes all the way. Odendo layup, misses. Rebound, Opio. Now it seems that luck is also a factor. Odendo trying to communicate with the bench, calling for a sub, but the coach tells him fight it out. Fight it out, Odendo. Maguda, a turnover, ball lost. And Opio kicks it out to Kisilu. Rises for three. Salim! Kisilu for three. I'm not sure what happened there. It seems like there's an injury concern for the Wolfpack. Kisilu sinks the 3-point shot. Maguda also has a cramp. The Wolfpack missed yet another shot. It's a 6-point game now. Dockers dressing. Gary Wekesa to Kisilu. Kisilu trying to go back to back. Rebound KPA Dockers. Kisilu switches on. Salim Kisilu with some heroics. And an off-ball foul is called on Alier with an off-ball foul. Quite unnecessary. As Kisilu switches hands. Tobias drives, finds Wanje on the corner. Lennox misses. Fight for the rebound. Tobias. The Dockers getting so many offensive rebounds. And an offensive foul on Tobias. Now seems to be a test of energy between these two teams. Opio picked up by Tobias. It's an 8-point game now. Slowly the KPA are increasing the gap. Alier tries to force up a shot again. Another missed attempt by the Dockers. And Coach Opel telling the Dockers to slow down, but the players have other ideas. Gary Kesa. And it's time to call for a timeout for the Wolfpack. The KPA have turned up their defensive pressure on the visiting side. Too many players are posting up. And it's out of bounds. Isaac TH. Time for a timeout. Coach Opel telling his players to calm down. But Gary Kesa and the team wasting no chance to take that jump shot. Timeout is called by the Wolfpack. The KPA Dockers have switched gears in the fourth quarter. Tobias, he surely saved that highlight for his kids and his grandkids to see how much of a bad man he was in his heyday. Kisilu also trying to join the party as he switches hands. He's not known to be athletic, but when the time calls, one must answer. It's a 10-point game now. The KPA have added 7 more points from the 3-point gap that they had on the Wolfpack. But if energy is anything to go by, the Wolfpack still have a chance to get themselves back into this game. Defensive pressure by Opio. Should be careful. Surely it is a foul, yes. Opio with the pushing foul. He was too aggressive there. And he should have been careful. A bit too overzealous on his defense. Energy is encouraged, but you cannot push off the ball handler. That is certainly a foul, Opio. Kisilu rises up for 3. Kisilu, ball rims out. Isaac leading the charge. Isaac loses his footing. And again, they're very reckless. Wanje to Ekesa, back to Wanje, out of bounds. He's too fast. He found himself out of real estate. Lennox Wanje. 4 minutes left to play. And another terribly missed shot there by Kujil. Omondi finds post with the Lennox. Ball back to Kujil. Kujil, he has space to take the 3-point shot. Kujil, the ball rattles in. It's a 7-point game. Wakesa draws middle, easy, misses. And the fast break chance, Opio hounded by Tobias. Opio misses an open layup. That will come to haunt him in the event they lose this game. Opio succumbing to pressure from Tobias. But he was still open. Isaac, foot on the line, sinks the 2-point shot. The foot on the line. Wanje finds Tobias at the corner. Morel, post play, misses. Now they have a chance to cut into the lead. Omondi forces his way and is fouled. I think the foul. A missed free throw. 62-57. The Wolfpack putting up a fight. Misses and the top ball, but Morel secures the rebound for the Dockers. Wanje taking the reins to set up the offense for the Dockers. Ball to Wekesa. Wanje out the corner, left open. The Wolfpack hesitant to help. Wekesa drives middle, kicks to Wanje. Wanje finds his way to the paint. Tobias on the opposite side. Tobias drives. Tobias with a difficult layup. He had a pass to his side and a turnover by Matei, just being reckless with the ball. See there the three-point shot by Kujil, begging to go in, and it finally does. Kesa picked up by Matei. Morel fakes, drives middle, takes the bump, easy two. Kujil was no match. And one recurrent theme seems to be that the KPA are finding ease with the fakes. The Wolfpack are just buying every fake that the Dockers are putting up. Opio with the double dribble. And Kujil tries to calm his teammate down. Tells him to keep his head up. The game is still within sight. 64-57. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to play. Still a closely contested game between these two teams. KPA trying to protect home floor. But the Wolfpack very determined to come up with the win. Morel forcing the issue, and is fouled by Kujil. Ball to Morel. And the turnover there. Ball hits his thigh. Maguda uses the screen. Ball to Matei. Rises up. The foul away from the ball. Kujil with yet another foul. He's still with the fake. The ball is stripped and it hits him on its way out. Pick and roll action. Isaac to Odendo. Maguda. He has to take the open shot if he has it. Matei rises up for two. Gets the friendly bounce. It's a 5-point game with a minute 35 left to play. It's closing time now. The team with the best execution gets to win. Morel taking advantage of his size over Opio. Gets the rebound but loses the handle. Opio picked up by Wanje. Ball to Odendo. Matei rises up. Misses the 2-point shot, and Tobias strikes the ball and hits it on the opponent. Oh, Tobias all alone. Misses on the layup, but is fouled by Maguda. I feel Tobias had missed that layup. It had nothing to do with contact. Gets a chance to extend the lead. Misses on the fast free throw. Again, it's the guards that are missing the free throws for the Dockers. The shooting percentage is a bit way too low as Tobias converts on the second one. Seconds now. Maguda rests against time. Matei tries to force the issue, and the turnover. This surely seems to be how it will end here. Kisilu loses his man temporarily. Ball to Wanje, slips out of his hands. Wanje hounded. Wanje double dribble. Succumbing to defensive pressure.